Hey bro, as I'm recording this video, I'm close to 40 hours of my 48-hour water fast. To be honest, I probably might do a 72-hour water fast, but when I initially began, I just wanted to do 36 hours. 36 hours was a piece of cake. Now we're on 40. I'm definitely going to hit 2 days. Might as well go for 3. I might push for 5, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just taking it day by day, step by step. I've only been drinking water for the past 40 hours, and I only plan on drinking water until I give in to the temptations of eating. But like I said, because this is a spiritual exercise and disciplined exercise, I'm going to try and push for the 3 days, and then if I make 3 days, I'm going to try and push for the 5 days. That's truly the end goal, is the 5 days of no eating, just water, just to cleanse my body, to detox and to cleanse my spirit, because 2 days cannabis free now, and I haven't had a drink, so I haven't had any alcohol for quite a few days now. I haven't counted the alcohol because to be honest, I haven't even thought about it, and counting the days really doesn't matter. This is coming from someone who recently had 500 days of alcohol sobriety until up about April 14th, when I was in Cambodia, CM Rep in Songkran. I indulged in a drink, and then I stopped for a bit, and then I continued drinking, and then it spiraled out of control. And this last month I've been drinking. Man, my drinking habits have been spiraling and have been going down the path of where I used to be. And man, I haven't talked about my old drinking habits, but I used to be like I used to be a fucking proper, I was on the path to becoming a proper alcoholic. I definitely had alcohol dependence, and when I quit ages ago, man, the withdrawal was horrible. But that's a video for another day. This video is, the reason I'm making this video is to preach about the benefits of fasting. So I've had sobriety for 500 days of alcohol. I can believe me when I say the sober life is so much more beneficial than the one of drinking or partying. This video, I'm not really going to be going over the medical benefits of fasting. I'm not really going to be giving you the science-backed evidence, because there's plenty of other YouTubers that can do that, and you should do your own research, in my opinion. First, this is just my personal experience, and there's, like I said, there's a lot of other content creators and certified professionals who can talk about this from a science-backed, informative background. What I will speak about, though, is my personal experience with fasting. So it was back in 2021, during the midst of lockdown. I was drinking liters of beer a day. I was drinking whiskey, I was drinking wine, I was drinking whatever alcohol I could get, I would drink it. I was smoking cigarettes like a madman. I was also gaming. I was smoking close to a pack of cigarettes a day, dude. Sometimes even more. And when if you know the party lifestyle, drinking and smoking cigarettes goes hand in hand. I was 98 kilograms. I was literally a sedentary being who would just sit at home, play video games, eat junk food and burgers, and just drink beer, and then order more junk food so that I could drink more. I was a total mess. So back then I got introduced into the concept of fasting because I tried quitting alcohol and tried quitting nicotine so many times. I'm proud to say that I'm close to 2 years nicotine and tobacco free now, but that was one of the hardest drugs that I've ever had to quit. And then I also wanted to stop drinking. So I came across fasting, and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos about people doing 72-hour water fasts, about doing 5-day water fasts, about them doing like this detox and spiritual cleanse, about them having so much more like a new sense of profound mental clarity when they were doing the fast, a new sense of discipline. And I wanted to break away from these bad habits and from these toxins and from the way that I was feeling so badly. So I decided to embark upon this, just to get that detox, first of all, that physical detox, to get the shit out of my system, to try and quit cigarettes. And during those times when I did the 72-hour fasts, my mental clarity and my physical well-being would just skyrocket. Here is this guy who's drinking, I want you to imagine this, here's this guy who's drinking liters of beer a day, smoking packets of cigarettes, and then he stumbles upon water fasts. I think my first few 72-hour attempts, I didn't make it the full 72 hours. I think the first time I made like 42 hours, and maybe the next time I made like 48 hours, then made like 50 hours. It took me a bunch of attempts before I made the full 72 hours. But even with the 48 hours, even with above 24 hours of water fasting, for those 2 days and for a little bit longer, I was able to stop smoking cigarettes. I was able to stop drinking alcohol. It was just like it was honestly like a dopamine detox, and it was honestly like a mental reset and a mental shift. because I can't speak about all the science-based changes that happen in the body, because it's been such a long time since I actually researched the benefits of fasting. I mainly did this in like 2021, and then I've just been, I used to do it as a monthly practice for like 4 or 5 months, and then I stopped. But there's changes that happen in the body, and there's a new sense of mental clarity. It's like opening up a sacred space within you. I'm not even joking. It's like opening up a sacred space within you, and you're opening up your spiritual plane when you forego food for these certain number of days, because you're forced to be more present, and you're forced to forego your comfortability. You're forced to forego your, what's the word I'm looking for? You're forced to forego, I'm trying to find, temptations. You're forced to forego your cravings and not give in to your cravings or temptations for food, and to put yourself in a place mentally where you can rise above that, and you know that for these set amount of hours you're not going to eat, you're just going to drink water. I mean, it sounds a little bit crazy when I'm saying it right now, but it's something you have to experience for yourself for it to make sense. But I honestly will preach about this, because fasting is one of the best spiritual exercises, and I think it's the reason why it's ingrained in like Christianity and in Ramadan as well. The fasting is a big part of certain religious practices, and there's a reason for it. So during the fast in 2021, when I was trying to quit alcohol, when I was trying to quit nicotine, during the time that I fasted, it literally gave me like a new sense of self, a new sense of renewal. And for those days, I would not drink and I would not smoke cigarettes. And then for a few days after that, I would not drink and I would not smoke cigarettes. But when the fast ended, the mistake I always made was I always reverted back to old habits. I always reverted back to eating junk food at some point, and then just staying inside playing video games. I wasn't adopting any new habits. I wasn't improving my life, or trying to improve my life, or trying to improve myself in any other way. So of course I regressed back into smoking cigarettes and drinking again. However, this video is not about my life in 2021 or during lockdown. This video is about the importance of fasting and why I'm doing it currently. This video is about adopting good habits. It's about building your discipline. It's about having a spiritual awakening. And you might be like, oh, you're gonna have a spiritual awakening from a water fast? Yes, you will. Like you might be saying, oh no, you won't. But trust me, have you ever done a 72-hour water fast? Have you ever not eaten anything besides water for 72 hours, maybe even 5 days if you can make it? Because let me tell you, you will experience something spiritual. You will have a new sense of self. You will have a new sense of self-reflection. And that is why I love this, because it's not only giving me a new sense of mental clarity, but it's allowing me to reflect and analyze on my life in a completely new way. And for some reason, I'm just like I'm not depressed and I'm not sad. Now after going 24 hours, going closer to the 48 mark, I'm feeling like my old self again. Like I'm full of vigor. I want to go out there and get it. I feel super light. I feel so light. Like I used to be a vegan. For those of you who don't know, I was vegan for around 9 months, and if you're a vegan yourself, or like a vegetarian, you might know that when you're just eating vegetables and nothing else, your body just feels so much lighter, so much smoother than when you're consuming like junk food or when you're consuming meat or these fatty foods. But before I go off topic, this video is about building good habits. It's about building discipline. It's about reconnecting with myself through fasting, a spiritual cleanse and a physical detox. These are some of the many benefits that a fast will provide you with. And for all my self-improvement heads out there, doing a fast is honestly one of the ultimate forms of dopamine detox, in my opinion, because you truly appreciate the value of food. You truly appreciate life more, to be honest. Like it doesn't make sense. It might not make sense me telling you this, but I want you guys to experience this for yourself. So if you're watching this video, you could put an actionable step, and the actionable step could be one day this month, try and do a 24-hour water fast. You don't have to do, 24-hour fast with just drinking water. You don't have to go above that. 24 hours, one day, try do a fast of just 24 hours. Because I'm someone who used to do intermittent fasting as well, but like when you're doing this extended period of fasting, it's completely different. Intermittent fasting is very good and healthy as well, but when you're doing these like extended 3 through 5 day fasts of just water, it's man, I need you guys to experience this. Like, this is how good it is. It's about fostering positive habits and pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones so that we can achieve an everlasting change and build up our mental strength and our discipline. But this journey is about reconnecting with our inner selves, strengthening our discipline, and igniting a spiritual awakening. I truly mean that. So now I'm going to talk about some of the positive experiences that I've had throughout all of my water fasts, that you can expect to experience if this is something that might interest you. Because, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you take steps towards your health, improving your health, and just pushing your boundaries? Because if you can survive 3 days without food and just water, you're going to become stronger mentally. And your discipline will be stronger. If you can even do 5, then that's even better. But like I said, if you're new to this, just go aim for 24 hours at first, maybe 36. And if you fail at it, it's okay. Just attempt it another time. The key is not to do it a little bit, not to do it too much, because you don't want to stress your body out too much. Like I think at one point I was trying to do 72-hour water fast every week, and then, man, my body was just like not having it. So now I'm just going to give you guys a brief summary of the positive benefits that I already talked about that I've experienced during these various fasts. The 2 biggest ones really being the mental clarity and the spiritual awakening. There's nothing that makes me be as clear as when I water fast. I don't know why I've taken such a long break from it. I thought maybe due to arrogance and ego. I think I've thought I'm above water fasts. And recently, for the past 7 months, I've been going to the gym and I've been trying to bulk. So I thought about doing water fasts when I was in Thailand or when I got back, but since I was bulking, I was like, I don't want to lose muscle gains. I don't want this or that to happen. So I was just being a little bitch, to be honest. Like, who cares if I lose a little bit of muscle in 3 days? What's 3 days of not eating in 1 month going to do? I can just eat and gain that mass back. And the second benefit is the spiritual awakening that comes from the mental clarity. I'm not joking. When you don't eat, especially after you're past the 24-hour mark, you really have to keep yourself busy and entertained and occupied, because you're no longer using this time to cook food or even order food or get food, and you're not getting any rewards or pleasure from that food. And you have an increase of energy. From not eating, so you have to like transfer that energy into productive tasks. That's why I still recommend working out. I recommend being physically active if you're water fasting. Don't just sit at your home. Go about your day-to-day like you normally would. Maybe don't do it if you're working or if you're not used to it. If this is your first time and you have if you have work tomorrow, then don't start the fast for your first time in that scenario. And then the third one would be, and probably the most beneficial, would just be the physical detox that you get. When you fast, you're getting rid of all the accumulated toxins in your body. Like, your body's cleansing itself. And not only that, your body also switches from spending energy on digestion from food into rejuvenating your cells. Think about that. You can help your body recycle your old cells and rejuvenate them, create new cells from your old and like dying cells, your bad cells, and have rejuvenation occur if you're able to commit to a prolonged fast. Like I said, between 3 to 5 days. 5 days would be the best to get all the benefits, but even I think above 48 hours your body goes into ketosis or something, or ketos, where it starts burning fat and then like rejuvenating, recycling old cells and rejuvenating new cells. I don't know the exact science behind it now because it's been so long since I've read the science-based articles. And like I said, your actionable step for today, if you're new to fasting and if you have problems with depression, if you have problems with your physical health, if you have problems with substance abuse, I encourage this one for all my substance abuse, for anyone that struggles with substance abuse, to try. Because this habit and this practice will give you a new sense of appreciation for life if you truly go into it with open arms and open mind. I'm not joking, because it's changed my life. It's not changed my life. It's helped me in so many ways, and it's in the process of changing my life right now, because I've fallen back into bad habits, and it's funny how things happen, and it's funny how the universe speaks to us. If you watch my video yesterday, I talk about this revelation that I had yesterday about seeing like an old picture of myself that I thought was deleted, because I'm not going to go into all that. But if you want to watch that yesterday's video, go watch it. But it's these last 2 days since starting this water fast, it's like, man, things are just clicking left and right, and the universe is speaking to me, and it feels like I'm just so much more open and receptive to receiving the messages. And right now I might sound like a crazy I might sound like a crazy fanatic, like, oh my god, the universe is speaking to me. But it truly is, and I truly believe that. I'm more of a spiritual person than I am religious. So I mean, the universe, God, be it what you will, I believe everything's connected. And yeah, I believe everything's connected and everything happens for a reason. And I just wanted to share my thoughts about why I'm doing this water fast to YouTube. And to end this video, I'm just going to say that I don't really have a direction for this YouTube channel, Metro T, right now. I think this is just going to be like an archive channel, to be honest. It's going to be like a random collection of my thoughts, or whenever I feel like uploading, because I don't want to grow my YouTube channel anymore. It would be nice if it grew, but I'm like, my main focus isn't the growth of the YouTube channel. It's just about making authentic content that's truly authentic to myself, because the content that I was making a little while ago, I was just putting on a facade or a persona, and I wasn't speaking my truth. And what's my worth if I'm not being truthful to myself and truthful, yeah, what's my worth if I'm being truthful to myself and presenting my authentic self to the world, for the world to see. So I'm going to continue making videos every now and then for those of you who want to watch, and I will be resuming vlogs. And making new vlog content in the future. I'm just taking a little bit of a break right now, you know. I'm just trying to get my shit together first, and then after that we'll see what the future holds. I don't really know what the future holds right now. I'm just taking it day by day. I'm trying to do the best that I can, because I can plan, and yeah, I can plan for the future, but you never know what's going to happen, you know. It's just best to just take it easy sometimes. And then when I have a greater sense of self, or a greater sense of what I truly want in life and what my purpose is, then I'll hone in on making actionable steps or making an actionable goal to achieve that. But right now in life, I don't truly know what I want other than to become a better version of myself. So I think that's actually a beautiful place to end this video. And on that note, catch you guys next time. Your boy Mitro out. Peace.